Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Colosimo. This is the weekly Juan Diego. It's our third version of the weekly Juan Diego. We're a little behind. We've got to catch up on our weeklies, but the weekly Juan Diego comes out weekly, and the purpose of the weekly Juan Diego is to give people, parents, and our community a kind of a deeper understanding of some of the things that we do. And today I have with me Michelle Moynihan. She is the Director of Campus Life, and her trusty assistant, Jennifer Johnston. And as a parent, how long have you been on the campus?
As a parent?
Yeah.
14 years.
So almost from the beginning, but you're lifers, right?
Yes, both my children are lifers.
Lifers, great. So I want to begin with you, Michelle, Campus Life. We used to call it Campus Ministry. Tell us about what is Campus Life at Juan Diego.
So Campus Life kind of encompasses everything that is not athletics and academics at Juan Diego that students are involved in. So we have many different programs that fall under the umbrella of Campus Life. Our students plan the masses in student faith and liturgy. We have students in social justice leadership that plan service projects for the school. We have student government and a couple of other different programs that students get to be a part of.
So it was formerly called Campus Ministry, and then we decided to give it a new title called Campus Life. Why do we call it Campus Life and not Campus Ministry?
You know, originally, and in a lot of schools, there's kind of a split between, student activities and then campus ministry. And, students participate sometimes in one or the other. And we really thought it was important to kind of leverage and combine those programs so that students can experience leadership opportunities and participation in the school through lots of different avenues. And it really has helped us too, because we get to have a common staff. So we get to work together as a big team to kind of make all of those things happen for the school.
So it's a kind of an innovative concept. Most Catholic schools would have campus ministry, and that would be separated from student leadership. And what we've done is put the two together to make it larger and more comprehensive, taking into the idea that, student leadership is a ministry too.
Correct.
Right? And so it expands our staff, it expands the number of students that can be involved, and therefore we gave it a greater title, Campus Life. Great. Well, Jennifer, you're not new to the campus, and you're new to Campus Life, but prior to Campus Life, you were the czar of the library, right?
Well, no, I think that's Jessie Shank, but I was her assistant as well. Before that, I was also a para educator.
You were the assistant czar of the library.
And before that, I was a para over at the elementary school.
Yeah. Tell us about your role in Campus Life and what you do.
So right now, I'm mostly the program director. I really just help Michelle run all of the retreats. I help Dave Benedict with peer ministry. I'm working a lot on the senior service project, as well as Kairos and the Sophomore Overnight. So I do a lot of the retreats and helping with the masses. A little bit of
Tell me
everything.
about peer ministry. What is this mysterious class called peer ministry? I walk by the room at peer ministry, and you've got funky lights on, and you've got religious icons all over the place. What do you guys do in there?
I find it to be the most peaceful place on campus besides the chapel. Really, peer ministry is a class where seniors get to come in, and they do have to do an interview to be in either social justice or peer ministry. And they come in, and I kind of call it a feel your feelings class. You're really getting to know yourself. You're getting to know the world around you, how you can be of service to others. And I think it's a fantastic class where kids learn a lot about the world and about theology. And
so if you break down that term, peer ministry, kind of the idea is helping students minister to their fellow students on campus,
yes,
the fellow peers,
Yeah, and I think they get to, by learning more about themselves and who they are, they can be of greater service to their peers around them.
Right. So it's like that whole Catholic concept of servant leadership, is that we're trying to graduate students that lead through service, not lead through command or direction, but the way they lead is by serving their fellow man. It's a core concept of Catholic education.
Very much so.
And peer ministry It's only for seniors, right?
Only for seniors.
Right. What's the sophomore retreat deal like? What is that?
Well, sophomore retreat is coming up, and that is a retreat for our 10th graders. They're going to be coming in overnight. They will be coming in at about 9 p.m. at night, and they will stay over, and we will do a lot of different activities with them. They'll actually be doing a mass. They will be just getting to know each other, forming bonds, and they actually get to sleep over in the school and have breakfast the next morning.
What
It'll be a lot
time
of
is
fun.
Mass?
The mass is in the morning, so it's kind of
The following morning.
Yes, the thing that we end with.
All right, so the big retreat, this is kind of what you've been involved with a lot, in addition to all your other roles, is this thing called Kairos. And it's kind of a mysterious thing. We're not allowed to say very much about it, but could you just talk around the idea of Kairos so people could get an understanding?
Yeah, so Kairos is it's actually a national retreat that's run across the country, started by the Jesuits, but really the overall goal for our students that attend Kairos, we tell them this, is we want to help them develop their relationship with themselves, with others, and with God. And so we kind of form the whole retreat based off of that. What does it look like to know who you really are? And what does it look like to think about where has God been in my life? And it's a 4-day retreat, 3 nights, and we offer it for juniors in the spring and seniors in the fall.
What does the word Kairos mean?
It means God's time.
Is it like Italian? What is it?
It's Greek.
Oh, it's Greek. So the Greek word for God's time is Kairos.
Correct.
And the Jesuits invented it, and we adopted it from a school in Reno, Nevada, Bishop Manogue High School, and that's kind of the deal. You can't be a Kairos school until you have what's like a starter system. You've got to go to another school that has Kairos and learn how to do it. And I think we started that in 2014. How many Kairos retreats have we had total, off the top of your head?
Yes, we will be running our 44th Kairos in November.
Wow.
Yeah.
And do we always do that off campus?
We do, yes. Yeah. And we've been at a couple different locations over the years, but this most recent one we've really enjoyed, and we're up in Heber, so.
And there's this phrase, now if I'm spilling the beans, tell me not to, but there's this phrase that the students come back with, all excited about what they've learned, called live the fourth, right? Now, can you talk about that, or is it a secret thing?
I can talk about it a little bit, yeah. So, I mean, the idea is that, students go really on any retreat or any big experience, and they have this kind of mountaintop experience, right? Like, oh my gosh, I've learned so much and I've experienced so much. But the reality is that you have to come back, right? You have to go back into real life. You have to come back to Juan Diego. You have to go back to your classes. And, the idea is how do you live what you learned on the retreat?
So why the fourth? Is it like a nod to the 4th of July? I mean, what is it?
It's kind of the 4th day, right? Because the retreat is 4 days. So it's...
So live the fourth. Yeah. So you leave Kairos on the 4th day, and you're supposed to then go out into the world and live the philosophy of the fourth, of Kairos.
Correct.
That's why they call it that. Mm-hmm. But you can't say any more about it, because part of the intrigue with Kairos is that the students who experience it, we don't want them to know what the whole retreat's about, because it kind of spoils it for them.
That's right. What I tell them is like, it would be like getting your Christmas gifts or knowing what they are before Christmas. And is it still fun? Yes, but it makes it less special.
Yeah. Right, good. Now, we have this thing called Student Faith and Life Committee, right?
Faith and Liturgy.
What does that do? What does Student Faith and Liturgy do?
Student Faith and Liturgy actually helps us plan all of the masses. So all of our masses, we try to make sure they're as much student run as possible. So they come in and they help plan the readings and all of the speaking, and they do the entire setup of the mass. There's a lot of chairs. The aesthetic of what we all see in a mass, they do that.
Yeah.
We also have students in Student Faith and Liturgy. They do student-led prayer at reading once a week, and they plan our adoration, our First Friday adoration, that we have once a month here on campus. So kind of all the faith things Student Faith and Liturgy gets to have a hand in. Yeah.
And then why is it that they're so closely associated with bagels? Like, why does Student Faith and Liturgy always connect with bagels? Is that like a requirement?
And well, I feel it's becoming that almost. But I mean, we all know that the way through most students' hearts is food.
Through their
So
stomach,
if
yeah.
you ask them to come in for a 7 a.m. meeting, enticing
serve
them with bagels is
What is our
always a good
annual
way to go.
bagel budget for student
I
faith?
don't even want to know. we
know
spend
what
a
it
lot of
is?
money on bagels.
I think it's $10,000. You know, we spend $10,000 a year on bagels. You know, and it's worth it, right? Because then the students show up
They
and
show
they eat
up.
the bagel.
They're ready
and
to work.
That's really great.
Yeah, it makes them happy.
Okay, so last thing I want to talk about before we go is we put 30 people on an airplane about a month ago. And we sent these 30 people to a Catholic school in New Jersey and just a Catholic school in New Jersey. So can you talk about the visit to St. Benedict's Academy?
Yes. So about a year ago, a handful of administrators went to a conference in Notre Dame, and we met these folks from St. Benedict's, one of them being Father Ed, who is the headmaster at St. Benedict's. And we were really kind of captivated with some of the things that they were doing, pretty innovative with especially student leadership. And we kind of built this relationship with them, and we decided that it would be important to go and visit to see what they do and how we could bring some of those things back to Juan Diego as we kind of look forward after 25 years. So,
But what's unusual about it, I think there were 16 students that.
correct, yes.
So there's 30 total people, but over half of them were students that
right.
we had the courage or stupidity to put on a plane, go all the way across the country. And did they do well at St. Benedict's?
They were great. And, we're still meeting with them, working with them, and they were an excellent group, a pretty diverse group of students from lots of different walks of life here at Juan Diego. And they really took it on and really dived in when we were at St. Benedict.
Now, Father Ed is a legendary figure at that school. He's been there like 50 years, right?
Yeah.
It'd be like me. I've been here 26 years. I've got 24 more to go before I'm Father Ed. But Father Ed is he 85 or?
Yeah, he's pretty old. But he's a monk, so
Like me, Oh, yeah, that's good.
yeah,
That's good.
he's a Benedictine monk, and the actual school is on the same property as the abbey. and
As the
so,
Abbey, yeah. But he became somewhat famous. Wasn't there a feature on 60 Minutes with
Yes.
He was interviewed by 60 Minutes, right, about the concept of St. Benedict. So that's where he kind of gained some legendary status. And then if you go and visit, it was true, right? It wasn't just a lot of hype for 60 Minutes.
I mean, the school was excellent. It was really fun to get to experience it in real life. And Father Ed is, he really is a big personality, and the kids love him, and he really.
So what are we going to do with that? Are we just going to spend a bunch of money to have them go see this school, or are we going to try to do something here at Juan Diego that might improve the way we go about doing things?
Yeah, our goal is to take what we learned and to figure out what we can implement in our own culture and what that looks like for us. And so those students are continuing to meet, and they're kind of drawing what really impressed them and what could that look like here on our campus.
So the basic concept at St. Benedict's is to try to build leadership by having students involved in as many of the activities and just routine things that go on in a school day. And so it's like it's like a paradigm shift, that I think at many schools, including ours, there's this idea that the adults have to do everything. But what Father Ed did is created this school where the students are really empowered to actually do even the mundane things of taking roll and attendance that most schools would never think of. But he saw that as a leadership opportunity for a student and to get more buy-in, and it really helps build students and their leadership capabilities. Is that a good summary of it?
It is, yeah, and really it builds their community to the point where it feels like a very cohesive community. One of their sayings is, "What hurts my brother hurts me," or "What hurts my sister hurts me," and or "What helps my brother helps me." And that was something that I think our kids really took away, that they would like to see reflected in our community.
So it's going to be fun to see how we bring a little St. Benedict's to life at Juan Diego Catholic High School.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thanks for coming, guys. I know you have a busy schedule, and you have to order bagels, right? You got to get back, and we got to get that bagel order in. We have to do it a day before. If you don't order it by 9 o'clock, then you miss the bagels.
No bagels.
Okay,
the kids are hungry, and
so let's finish this, run right down, and get that bagel order in.
away.
Okay, great. All right, everybody, that's our third or fourth edition of Weekly Juan Diego, and we'll try to put this all together in a can and send it out to the Juan Diego community. Thanks, everybody.